Yo, what's going on, guys? This is DragsterTV here, back at it again. And today, guys, we're back here on Offroad Outlaws once again. As you guys can see here, now for today's Offroad Outlaws video, guys, I got yet another list following up my most recent video that I just did before this one. I gave it a few days. Alright, guys, got a ton of comments, got a lot of new ideas, a lot of opinions from the things mentioned in that video. If you've yet to see that video, link down below in the description. Go ahead and check it out. Essentially what it was everything Offroad Outlaws needs, alright? And this is the part 2 to it. In that video, I essentially just listed off 15 things. That was a list of 15 things. I could have come up with 15 things, but I have a list of 10 here in front of me today to go ahead and share with you guys. And since I got so many cool opinions, cool new ideas from what you guys wanted to see in the next few updates in Offroad Outlaws, from the comment section of that video, I decided to take a few of them and actually put them in today's list, and as well, of course, a couple of my own ideas as well. So we're just going to go ahead and hop straight into this. This is more things I'd like to see in the next few Offroad Outlaws updates. Before we hop straight into this, guys, make sure to remember, if you guys do enjoy today's video, drop a fat like, really does help me out. And I rarely say this, but make sure to share around today's video. If there is something on this list that you guys would also like to see in the next few updates in Offroad Outlaws, then just share around this video, since there is just a slight chance that the Offroad Outlaws devs can see this, and they might make it happen. So with that being said, let's hop straight into today's video. Alright, so number 1 on the list, it is being able to change from a normal grill to a mesh grill, or just custom grills in general. Now, I feel like that would be pretty cool to have in Offroad Outlaws. However, the game would have to be just a little bit more realistic. I don't really see there being a way to swap out the front grill part of your truck, because the model of the vehicle is here. But they'd physically have to make this piece right here its own separate thing, and then also make more. Now, I'm not asking for this option to be on every truck, just certain trucks that could use a new front end. So I just thought I'd put that out there as number 1, and that is being able to change from normal grill to either a mesh grill or just custom grills in general. I'd like to see it happen. You guys actually were mentioning this in the comment section of my last video I did on everything Offroad Outlaws needs. And yeah, so you guys want to see it. I personally would like to see it, but given my own opinion, I'm not too sure if it's 100% possible. It may come one day in the future, but unless they're working on something big, I can't really see it coming in the next update. Now, moving on into number 2 here on today's list is bigger mud tires. Alright, guys, and more realistic mud tires, to be a little bit more specific, kind of like the Interco TSL mud boggers. If you guys play SnowRunner with mods, you may be aware of those tires. You can pretty much put them on like every truck. But yeah, if we go into customize here, go into tires, we have some mud tire options, like these for example, or these. But as for some of you guys, since I did get this idea from the comment section of my last video I did do on this, I too agree that it would be pretty cool to have just a set realistic mud tire. Like, what comes to your mind when you think of a big mud tire? Mine would be Interco TSL mud boggers, because you see them in most games, you see them on built mud trucks, just stuff like that. So if we could have a tire a little bit more realistic, with the newer graphics and everything and the mud splatters, I just feel like it'd be right for the game to give us more realistic and bigger mud tires. But I don't know. Let me know your opinions down below in the comment section. And Offroad Outlaws devs, think about it. Alright, now number 3, 2-stroke dirt bikes. I know it's a little something different, but hear me out. So with the 2-stroke dirt bikes, this would include separate sounds with the blue smoke out the exhaust when revving, and actually a cool way they would be able to do this. If we go into dealership here, go into bikes, we have plenty of bike options, including sled bikes as well. But anywho, we have many bike options. Something I personally think would be cool is being able to buy one of those bikes, go down into upgrades, and just as you can upgrade your vehicle into a diesel, only on bikes and certain quads too as well. I didn't think about that until right now. Possibly some certain quads as well. You'd be able to, where it says diesel or something like that, be able to convert it into a two-stroke, and instead of roll coal, blowing black smoke out the exhaust, you'd be able to blow blue smoke out the exhaust and sound like a bumblebee. Just a little idea, but I personally would love to see two-stroke dirt bikes with all the features I just mentioned in the game sometime in the near future. Alright, now moving on into number 4. Following the two-stroke, as I was talking about two-stroke dirt bikes, I got 2 specific quads that are pretty iconic, and they are two-strokes. Now this, for number 4, is the Yamaha Blaster or a Yamaha Banshee. But the thing with those, if you go into the dealership and you go over into quads, and let's just say this is a Yamaha Blaster or Yamaha Banshee, it'd be cool if they put both of them in there, but I don't want to ask for too much, so one or the other. And I'd say a Banshee would probably be the better one to put in the game. But anyways, when you go to buy one and you go into upgrades, you wouldn't find the two-stroke option there because they only came as two strokes. Now me personally, that'd be the way I would do it, and that would actually be a pretty cool thing to see Offroad Outlaws do with a Yamaha Banshee or Yamaha Blaster if they did end up bringing them into the game. And yeah, so that was it for number 4. Think about it, Offroad Outlaws. Alright, now number 5, this one was actually, man, when I was scrolling through those comment sections, yeah, I've seen this a lot. And it's just actually pretty simple. I bet it will actually come in the game. Me personally, I think it will actually come in the game with how much you guys want it very soon, because I feel like it's a simple thing they can put in. Now, this is mud flaps / mud guards. A lot of truck builds have them. They look cool to a lot of people, to others they don't. But I could easily see it coming into the game. I'm not too sure where they would put it in the customization. To me personally, I do actually believe that if they did come into the game, they'd probably come in their own little section. Probably with more than one option, knowing Offroad Outlaws. But that is number 5. Moving on down into number 6. This is kind of a big one. I don't know if we'll see it in Offroad Outlaws update. So number 6 is to have the option for a single cab, extended cab, or a crew cab. And I know it's a little bit extra to ask for, but also the option for a long bed or a short bed. So yeah, that'd be a lot of things to choose from. That would definitely transform the game, in my opinion. If we went over here into the dealership, let's say I want this OBS in a crew cab short bed, we'd be able to go up here probably and select that and then hit buy. So that would be definitely something that you could have a lot of vehicles they'd have to make that a thing with. So it probably won't be coming very soon, but if we get this video out there, it may be a possibility for some time in the future. And now we are on to number 7. This one, it's a big one. I think they can get it done though. I personally really do want to see it, and a lot of you guys in the comment section want to see it. So what it is an any level lift kit or an hydraulic truck. Is what a lot of you guys were saying in the comment section. So yeah, any level lift kit, or make your truck, or put your truck on hydraulics, whatever you want to call it. So you will have the ability to lift it in the front and the back, or slam it in the back or the front, and vice versa, right? So I feel like that would be pretty cool as well. Like the way that they have your shifting over here. If you had the any level lift kit enabled, you'd have 2 arrows. You'd be able to have something like this, but over here or something. You don't want to crowd up the screen too much, but the way I'd imagine they'd do it is if you had the any level lift kit enabled, they'd have something like this, possibly up here, over here, you know, with 2 arrows, and you'd be able to select the front, hit the arrow to jack up the front to a certain height, and then hit the rear and jack up the rear to a certain height, or leave it if you're into that. But yeah, and that would be a way I would actually personally see them doing that if they were to do it. So, you know, it may take some time to get that into the game, but if they're considering it, I'm completely fine with that. I'm asking for a lot in this video. But that was number 7. Let's move on into number 8, and that is the day and night cycle. Alright, so in the last video, something that actually did catch my eye was rock lights. You know, the lights you put up under your fenders, lights up the under of your truck. But then the question came up after I mentioned that in the video. Now, where would we use those? It's not that dark on most maps. There's little places, you know, on custom maps. If there's a place you can go under, I'm sure you'd be able to see it. But where would you be able to see it, right? Also, like nighttime truck meets would be pretty cool as well. You get to show off your light bars and your lights, because we have lights. We definitely have lights. And if you got a million light bars on the front, yeah, you got a lot of light. And yeah, but it just doesn't get that dark. So where would we really use them? So that's why number 8 is day and night cycle. Moving on into number 9, bringing it back into light bars here. As you guys can see, the 2nd gen I do have out over here, kind of light barred out right now. So number 9 is colored LED light bars. Now this one I did take from the comment section. That's a pretty unique idea. I didn't come up with this one on my own, I will say that. So yeah, it's a pretty unique one, colored LED light bars. So we get to color our headlights here. So I think something would be pretty cool if we went to customize body, lights on top, and it'd give us a little color option right here for the lights. In fact, that'd be pretty neat. So that's number 9. So now moving on into the last one, the final one, number 10, and that is 6-door trucks. A little bit interesting. So the way they would do this, I think, they'd make some new trucks. They'd have to make new vehicles. They'd have to design whole new vehicles, but make them 6 doors. It wouldn't be like the option from what I did mention earlier, where you'd get to go into the dealership, pick out a truck, and say, I want this one to be a crew cab, short bed, or an extended cab, long bed, something like that, right? And somewhere up here, somewhere down there, right? Now, that would be pretty hard. If enough people want 6-door trucks, they can make it happen. They would just have to make new vehicles, completely redesign them, or not redesign, they just have to design the truck, but in itself being a 6-door, and then put them in the game. They wouldn't go through, make every truck a 6-door option. I could not see them doing that, but maybe at least giving us an option for like crew cabs, or a short bed, or a long bed, or something like that. But yeah, that was number 10, 6-door trucks. So we made it through all 10 things on the list. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys did think about this whole list, or any specific one thing on the list, and also your guys' custom lists you guys came up with in your own free time of what you guys would like to see in Offroad Outlaws. Yep, I'd like to hear you guys' opinions and your ideas for what you guys would like to see in the future updates. And yep, this was my second list, so far that's 25 things. I've mentioned 25 things that Offroad Outlaws could easily put in the game, so I'd like to hear more. Possibly make a part 3 of this video. And yeah, so with that, that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a fat like if you guys did enjoy it. Did you end up hearing something you'd like to see in a future update here on Offroad Outlaws? Share this video. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to measure this guys day or night. And with that, I'll catch you guys very, very soon in the next one.